What's crack-a-lackin' Challenger? I'm your host, James Morelan. Today we are going into a local pet store, Petland. I think it's local. I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere else, but you guys rocking the 20K merch, and then also that, so check it out, link in bio. Man, my friend Jonah's not here. He usually works, but he's not here apparently. Yo, so this is my favorite tank. Actually, the fish that we're about to get, there's one in here that's fully grown, and you guys can see they also have some long-finned albino bristlenose plecos. Now that is that's one of my favorite fish that I would love to get. If you guys know, I love long-fin fish and bristlenose plecos. This looks like Ritala Raha as the plant. I have one of them. It's my first time ever keeping it, but it does look like it, so that's pretty interesting. I don't see him back there. There's a big piece of driftwood, so I'm sure he's probably hiding, but... Yo, so here are the angelfish we are going to be getting. These ones are smaller sized, which is nice. I'm going to actually be quarantining them too. That's my first try at a quarantining fish. But you guys can see them right here. It's pretty awesome. Yo, here's that tank where I saw the pea puffer, which is adorable. If you guys didn't check that video, make sure you hit one of the iCards or in the description. But yeah. Oh, it looks like someone bought the Monte Carlo. Make sure you guys check out H.O. plants. Oh, that's covered in like some sort of mold or something. But baby dwarf tears are an awesome plant. He knew about my YouTube channel. The guy that I just asked for assistance. I like the yellow. I would just want to get one that's, I think they call it like a koi pattern. With that one, and then maybe one of these lined ones. They have red eyes, so that's kind of scary. Or like a red lining. Alright, that's it. It's important when you're getting aggressive fish that you have them in groups of 3 so they can have a dominance scale, because you don't want to get 2 because they'll fight, but you can have them in solo pairs, but you want to have 3. One can be the top and then the other 2 can just follow, but don't get 2. But these guys are really awesome. I'm glad I went here instead of Petco. I gotta be honest, these fish look way healthier and way better. I'm back. So guys, as you can see, there's a Virginia flag up there. Thank you, Roger, for sending that over, and along with this awesome little light thing. So it's actually really helpful. It's a timer, but it can do this. So as you guys can see, it just changed lights. So it's better for the light cycle. But let me explain something that I'm going to be doing during this video. So I'm going to be doing some controversial things. So some of you guys do research on fish, and some of you guys hear things and read things on websites, watch other videos. I'm going to be doing some things that no one else is doing. I'm trying to put as little stress on the fish that I can, and also providing the best environment. So I'm actually going to be putting them in this 90 gallon. And you may be wondering, wait, didn't you have guppies in here? And the thing is, I do have guppies in here. Angelfish are known to be aggressive. They're not extremely aggressive. They can attack fish, they can eat anything that their mouth can fit around, but I feel like they've been given a hard time. I've kept an angelfish in a community tank at my dad's house, and it's doing perfectly fine. So I'm actually going to be putting him in this tank. Along with that, I'm going to keep the guppies in here. I'm only going to remove some of them so I can breed them in a different tank, because breeding in this tank is almost going to be impossible now, because angelfish will eat the fry just as they're born. So it'll be bad if we have tons of small little babies that'll get eaten. We won't have anything. So I'm actually starting the Breeding for Profit series in a different tank. That series is going to be starting soon, but I'm actually going to go get the fish and explain what I'm going to be doing for acclimation and how I'm going to eventually put them in this tank. So if you guys do remember, I have my 20-gallon tall, and that was the first tank that I put into the fish room and that I set up in the fish room. That thing has been cycling for 3 months. They're actually going to be moved in there, but only temporary, because you guys do know it's hard to put an angelfish in a 20-gallon. I do not recommend doing that because it's kind of hard for them to, when they get to their adult size, but these guys are only going to be in there for about a week, maybe 2 weeks at tops. I'm just going to observe them. That fish store that I went to, my friend works at, he's told me that they take really good care of their fish, so I'm just going to do an extra step because this is a community tank. And I'm just going to practice trying to do a quarantine system. I've never done it before. The purpose of a quarantine system is to monitor the fish to see if they have any developments of any illness or ick or anything, and then you can treat them as needed. So the thing is, it's in a smaller tank than your huge community tank, so it's easier to apply medicine, so you have to use less medicine, and you can monitor them on a closer level. And you don't affect all the other fish and all the other wildlife in this tank. Since I have shrimp in this tank, and since I have snails in this tank, I don't want the medicine to affect them. So yeah, I'm just gonna observe these guys. Technically, I only really have to do it for like 48 hours, but I'm gonna just do the extra step because these guys are really beautiful, and I'm lucky that I got them. I don't know what you guys are used to for angelfish, but one of these is pure white, the other one's a mix, kind of like a koi, the other one's lined. And I already did explain to you guys that you need to get them in groups of 3s or singles, because they will fight and they just have to get an aggressive level. These guys get big. I've seen them get bigger than like a hand, which is pretty awesome, and it's going to look awesome in this tank, and I feel like I need to use this tank and put something awesome in here. So actually some things that are going to be coming with them is going to be some dwarf gouramis and then maybe some rainbow fish. I really want to do that beta sorority, but I'm just going to hold off for a couple weeks and just use it as a quarantine tank. for new fish. So I also did wait like a week and a half until I got these guys. I just want to make sure that this tank couldn't crash and that it had enough beneficial bacteria to prevent anything from dying. So let's go over to the 20 gallon and I can show you guys me acclimating this. Okay, so this tank is a little dirty because I did actually just put some new substrate in, so that's why you may see it as foggy. It looks a lot better in person than it does on camera, I gotta be honest. And you guys can already see the scape of this is more natural, a pond or creek or something. You know, these guys really want to get out. So I'm only going to be doing temperature acclimation. I'm just going to pour the bag in with the water because any of the tank water that comes with them is what they've been living in. And if there's any disease or parasites in the water, it would be in the fish. And these are the only guys in this tank. So I kind of did that with another fish and I regret doing that. But this is why we have a quarantine system, which you guys helped me learn more about. So thank you guys for that. Now, if you guys do know that when you open the bag, it lets air in and that can create a harmful environment for the fish. That's true when they've been shipping a long time and they've had waste. Really, it's not that bad because they've only been in this bag for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. So, I mean, it's not super bad. So I'm just going to pin these guys on the side, let them stay in here for a couple minutes, and then get them into the new tank. But can I just say that it is going to be awesome with these tall plants and then the slender bodies of the angelfish. But there are quite a few hiding spots. Like, angelfish won't be able to get between these rocks because they are so small, and the small fish can. So, oh, you can see some of that rock wool right there. Man, I did not do the best job. And I did put some almond leaves in here, so if you see any of the watercoloring, it's not from the light, it's from the tannins. But yeah, isn't this flag awesome? I want to get some more flags, but I don't know how many I can keep in this room, honestly. I'm going to be getting another bag of substrate soon. You guys can see I put some samurai soil in here, just in the middle, and then I'm going to get some more Eco-Complete for the other sides and stuff, just so it's thicker. Already it is an inch, and that should be good enough for plant growth, but I was rushed for time. I should have put a little bit more in. I do not want to cover the carpeting plants. You already can see I poured some sand on the sides. I kind of regret doing that, but I did cover some plants and stuff, so... Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? The coloration, they're trying to breed with this mom. I probably need to get a couple more females, but I am going to be moving them soon, but you can see the color on them. I'll be back after the acclimation. I hope you guys enjoy the new thumbnails. I spent quite a bit of time on them. I hope they like pretty nice. While I'm spending all that time, the fish acclimated, so let's go put them in. Usually I just rip open the bags, but I'm actually going to be transferring some fish using this bag. Once they get quarantined, I'm actually going to be adding them back using this bag, or I might just try getting the temperatures the same, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, so... Alright, because they are the only fish in here, I do not need to worry about anything getting transmitted, like I said before, so we are literally just going to be adding this water straight in along with the fish. I always do a second check just to make sure nothing is in here. Yeah, so it looks better in person, I gotta be honest, but here they are. They're acting pretty docile. They're not really gonna get that used to this tank because, again, they will be moved soon. Wait, where's the other one? I see two. Where's the other one? He's in the back over there. You guys can't see him on camera, sorry. I don't even know why I have this air stone in here. Alright, so they're a little scared of me. They move when I walk by the tank. I'm gonna keep the water line a little bit down. I think it was like here, but just evaporation. I can't wait to get betas for this tank, but actually, speaking of betas, or betas, I'm actually gonna be splitting this tank, having velvet on one side, having cherry on the other side, moving these other fish into the 90, and yeah, you guys can see the almond leaves. I put a lot of almond leaves in these tanks, so I'm actually probably going to do a video on almond leaves, if you guys want to see that, and I'm probably going to add them to the store. And then where's the pea bubber? Yo, I never can see him. I've come by here like 20 times today, and he's always hiding. I think it's just in his nature to hide. It might, oh, there he is, he just popped up. And it's not only the fact that he hides, it's also the fact that his color skin, like, it's hard to see when he's not moving. I have noticed that he does curve his tail all the time, and that's just how he is, I think. I haven't seen him eat. I really wanted to see him eat. It's gonna be an interesting thing, and I actually learned from some more research after I got him. The reason snails and clams are necessary in their diet is because they actually have teeth that constantly grow in, and the snail shells grind it down when they eat it, so they actually have to chew on the snail shells, which is pretty crazy. I'm glad humans don't have to do that, because that would be a pain. But I don't think he minds it, so, I mean, even if he would eat. I even put some flake food in here just to make sure. I think some of it's still in here, but just to make sure that he'll be eating. It's not veggie flake food, it's like the carnivorous flake food, so yeah. I'm gonna move velvet into a beta cup for a couple hours while I drain this tank, while I aquascape the tank, and put new substrate and stuff, and then also replant it and put the divider in. It's just gonna be a big process. And for filtration, I'm actually gonna get another sponge filter, but not this big one. I'm gonna get a smaller one, like meant for 5 gallons, and then put 2 on each side, and then just connect it to this big big air pump, which you usually hear during the videos. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you can see some algae that's growing on this light. I'm actually probably going to turn it off right now. Alright, so that is about it for the video, and I just need to give a major shout out to everyone that buys something from the Challenger store. I have to thank all of you guys. This is our second week, and it's really awesome. You guys can check out merch, but not only merch, we also have some other products for your fish tanks. So I will catch y'all on the Flip and Flop ski all later. Bye. Boom. Oh yeah, cinematic montage per usual. Make sure you check out the hat, link in the description.